What is going on, everybody? Today I have a sneak peek, a first look, if you will, at a brand new Polaroid OneStep 2 that Polaroid Originals hasn't even released yet. And I'm gonna show it to you coming up. But before we dive on into that, here on this channel we talk about everything that has to do with Polaroid and instant film photography. So if that's something that you're into, well, you should definitely consider subscribing. If you're already subscribed, well, then you already know that you're a rock star. But today, let's get into this video. Okay, so the Polaroid OneStep 2 has been out for quite some time now, going on a little over 2 years now. And in that time, there's been some changes. We've been given a extended viewfinder on that camera, because if you do have the OneStep 2, then you know that there are framing issues when you're trying to set up your shot and get the picture aligned and frame your subject wherever it may be. It's a little off. So they've gone ahead and they've added that extended viewfinder to mirror some of the older Polaroid models. But the one thing that really hasn't changed, other than the addition of one colorway, which was the mint colorway, it hasn't been much. And so I think a lot of people who have had Polaroid OneStep 2s, yes, you have the two options, the white and the graphite black, and that's nice and that's great. And then you have the mint, which is cool, but like a lot of people have talked about, man, it would be nice if you would be able to customize this camera, because the color options had been limited. Now, if you want, and you're not a fan of heart, you can check out this tutorial right here. It is a custom Polaroid OneStep 2 tutorial. I did my OneStep 2 and I turned it into a Supreme camera, but it'll work for any type of customization color that you want to do for your Polaroid OneStep 2. But today, I have gotten my hands on a brand new Polaroid OneStep 2 that is in an exclusive colorway that hasn't been released yet, and Polaroid really hasn't given a release date on it yet. Here it is, the Polaroid OneStep 2 in the summer blue. That's what they're calling it. You've got a brand new camera with a couple of different features. We got the blue at the bottom, we got an orange shutter button, we got this blue around the rim. So we're gonna unbox this baby and look into it. I got this camera brand new, and I won't say where I got it from, but I will say this camera isn't in stores and it hasn't hit the shelves yet anywhere, because if you look around all of this packaging, there isn't a UPC or a marker or a store label anywhere for a store to scan it, which lets me know that this hasn't gone to any retailer anywhere. Yeah. It's pretty interesting. Everything is still sealed from Polaroid. None of those seals have been touched or tampered with. And so we are gonna go through this camera and see what it looks like on the inside. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, getting into the unboxing, everything about the Polaroid OneStep 2 Summer Blue is the same from the box. You have your image preview on the side. We do have the name Summer Blue right there in that top corner. Again, it lets you know the types of film that you can use. The I-type film, of course, with no battery, I-type in black and white. And then it gives you the options for the color 600 film, which they make for all vintage cameras, as well as the Polaroid OneStep 2. So let's get into checking out Polaroid OneStep 2 in summer blue. Okay, so right off the back, the packaging is beautiful. As soon as you open up that top lid, you're gonna get the camera facing right up at you. And that blue, I mean, in person, it looks really, really good. I like that they do put in thought when they come to, unboxing, that when you open up that box from the top, that camera is already sitting up for you. So, it's sitting upright in the way it should be, when you're looking at it from the top down. I think that's like the attention to detail, and I think that's really, really cool. Okay, getting into it, we have it here. Have the camera inside the box. We have our neck strap. Comes with every Polaroid OneStep 2. And then we have our charging cable It is a cable that would be similar to an Android device, plugs right into the back of the camera. And then of course we have our standard manual. The only thing different about this manual is, again, it says OneStep 2 viewfinder, and that's because all the OneStep 2s now, I'm assuming all the cameras that Polaroid Originals is going to make is going to have that extended viewfinder on the side. So getting into the camera, wow, there you have it. Very, very simple. That white looks amazing. In the 2 on the OneStep 2, it is usually yellow with the standard white OneStep 2, but on this one it is blue. Same thing with the minus and the plus for the exposure meter. That is usually yellow, but as we can see for this summer blue colorway, that it is blue as well. They've given us obviously the color accent on the outer ring for the lens. And then here's what's interesting, the shutter button is orange, which you know, I think is pretty cool for them to decide to go with the orange instead of the traditional red. I think the red would have looked well too, but the orange kind of plays to the lighter colors or the pastel colors that they're using here. And so as we can see, we have, you know, the Polaroid logo, Polaroid I-type camera, that's standard. And it is interesting to note that the blue that is on top of the Polaroid logo, as we have like in the box here as well, it is the perfect shade that matches with this blue all around the camera. Again, we do have our inserts for our camera strap that we can add. And here around the back, the on-off switch is in orange as well. Normally that's in yellow on the regular Polaroid OneStep 2s, but again, to mirror the shutter button, they went ahead and made the on-off switch orange as well. And standard, just like with the OneStep 2s in the gray and the white, this button that is flush, the button to kill the flash, it is the same, it painted the same color as that blue as well. The underside, again, gives you some quick tips on shooting, just like all the Polaroid OneSteps, and this is blue, and even the symbols that they're required by law to have here on the camera that talk about the battery and they talk about where the camera is manufactured, they went ahead and did that in blue. It's black on the OneStep 2s in both colors. Now checking out the drop down door, we can see that it is blue even down in here, so it's not like this whole outside part was painted. The whole bottom and the whole makeup of this camera, we can tell that the molds are actually blue, and so that's cool, so that we really don't have to worry about this, you know, rubbing off like it would be a paint job. It's going to stay and it's going to last, and we're not going to have to worry about, you know, extended wear and this wearing down, because this is all one piece manufactured together. Even if you look into the camera all the way in, again, that bottom plate is completely blue, so that's how we know that this is just one molded piece and it's not, again, some outside painted piece. So initial thoughts, I mean, it looks great. I am interested to see, I personally have not shot the Polaroid OneStep Plus or the OneStep 2 with the extended viewfinder, so I'm excited to give that a try and see how that looks. But I think this is cool. You know, Polaroid Originals, they've been working and doing some different things. They're coming out with the Polaroid OneStep Plus in all white on March 1st. And so they haven't given a date on when these will actually come out. Because it's summer blue, I would assume maybe around May and June, but they haven't given a date. There's no information on their website, on their blog, and I can't find any information on their forums as well. So we'll just have to see when this summer blue comes out. But for now, let me know what you think. And there you have it. That is the Polaroid OneStep 2 in summer blue. Let me know what you think. I'd love to hear back from you. Let me know in the comments below. Do you like this colorway? Is it a go for you? If not, do you want to see other colors? Let me know below. If you enjoyed this video and you made it to the end of this video, please do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. And if you haven't already, again, please consider subscribing. I put videos out every single week, and it would mean the world if you subscribed to my channel. Until the next video, I will see you guys on the next one.